differently is very important. And having an open mind has led many Americans to rise up and educate many misinformed individuals on the nightmarish realities of their own country's government. We are not here to demonize government, Trinidad, but we are here to say that they are the demons if we let them be that. They have the power and the control after all, but only because we let them. Perhaps people will one day rise up like they rose up in Egypt in 2011. Will we in Trinidad wait for our situation to get as bad as it was over there? America has proven to the world that they could produce a constitution that could make sense and provide a very equal and free society. But unfortunately, America has not even gotten to enjoy that equal and free society because they do not get to follow their constitution. Hence, their current frustration. And if you think that they are so happy over there, you are wrong. But let's go one step further. It's not just that their government does not allow the people to follow their constitution. Would it be so far from the truth to suggest their government has actually skillfully duped many of their own citizens into a so-called American dream? And by duping them into that American dream, they have secretly destroyed their constitution, as it has become basically a joke. And as you know right now, the American Constitution is a joke, as it is never followed by anyone who has money. Now it is actually true that other lands have much more freedom than the great America has. For the real America of the past still burns in the hearts of many. But how much longer until it completely burns out and becomes not even a myth, but something that was just too good to be true? Something that is impossible in our modern day progressive civilization? Is it the American people who are causing the corruption? Or is it something called the Western power structure that Malcolm X has eloquently described? A power structure that can be compared to fascism masquerading as democracy. A structure of unfairness and misinformation found in schools, jobs, banks, and even homes. A structure that allows racism to thrive in the so-called system of society. You see, our society has a structure, whether we want to admit it or not, and seeing the evil that has been allowed to take place in that structure is necessity to our real progress, because our progress completely relies on our structure. If we do not restructure ourselves, leave behind the current structure for a new one, then how could we ever think about talking about progress? Wouldn't we just be romanticizing and saying, oh, I wish I could have a revolution? This power structure that is now not only Western but also extremely Eastern, as we can see in China being one of the most capitalizing places in the world now, selling out their own people just so that some of them could get money from America. Is it true that this structure has more racism involved, only now it has that racism subtle behind closed doors and hidden policies, which does not make the racism less, it just makes it less visible and more powerful? Is this what our forefathers fought so valiantly for? I mean, how much opportunity has it left us? How much has it left our friends in America, especially when so many Afro-Americans do not even get a chance at a proper college education? Why? Because the structure makes sure that the colleges have a policy that if you have a lack of money, you cannot get this education. And the structure also causes most of the Afro-Americans to have a lack of money, therefore omitting them from their deserved right at college education. This is the structure. It is subtle, Many people don't even talk about it, but it is the controlling factor in our lives. These are the policies that we need to change, not only in our colleges, but in our entire societies, and the government needs to change it. This keeps the poor poor. Have you ever heard that, Trinidad, that the poor are being kept poor and the rich are being made richer? Well, it is very true. How far have we come when we see the children who never get the chance to truly explore their passion because all their time is spent trying to get money, trying to sell themselves out to get money, chasing the almighty dollar, and this is how we let the children's talents and, more importantly, their dreams go to waste. Wouldn't you turn to some kind of drug to escape that kind of regret? Can we blame our kids? Or does a huge part of the blame fall on us?